Hey everybody, it's Mergo, and today we're going to be talking about artifact knowledge and artifact power and all that fun stuff that's coming in 7.3, and it's getting a big update, very necessary update, and I'll explain why. So, this is your artifact weapon, for example, and a point in concordance. This is where I used to say this is really where you should stop, because, you know, capping concordance was physically impossible. It still probably will be, but we'll find out at the end. We'll calculate it. But anyways, it wasn't that important because the damage is negligible in concordance points. I mean, sure, you get more effective with each rank, and it was, you know, if you're in progression, it's good to have as many as possible, but it wasn't necessary to progress. And but it will be in 7.3 because of the system they're adding. So you've probably seen something about this thing, but Netherlight Crucible, okay? So, if you don't know what this is, just a quick rundown. Netherlight Crucible, with each point in concordance, you unlock ranks in the Netherlight Crucible to upgrade your weapon's relic slots. Okay? So, this first tier is 15 item levels on your weapon when it's at max rank. That's a lot of damage increase, because weapon is generally the thing that affects your, like, to calculate how much your Crusader Strike is hitting and stuff. It's, you know, usually dependent on how much your top end damage on your weapon and things like that. Like, weapon varies your DPS a lot, you know. That's why a guy could be crap geared before, but if he had a really OP weapon, he could still truck you because the weapon calculated your damage and stuff. So I think that's still how it works. So 15 item levels on your weapon, that's a huge damage increase. Again, even if it's not, that's still a massive stat stick increase. Also, then these other ranks, not so important on this tier, right? Because this tier adds like a little bit of damage right here and there. Some personal self-healing if you're after that. I know one of them adds, you can either choose 650 haste or 650 mastery. Not that big of stuff, right? But then the final tier is, again, could be massive depending on your class, because this allows you to pick traits in your weapon. Okay, traits you already have. And certain traits for certain classes can be huge, right? Some people are willing to drop like 10 to 15 item levels on a relic just to take a certain trait, because that trait may be 20 to 30k DPS increase, even though it's dropping your weapon down. So the difference between here to here could maybe be 100 to 200k DPS, right? And that's why now it's very important to put as many points in concordance as you physically can. It's going to become a lot easier to do with 7.3 as well. So they're also overhauling artifact knowledge, and artifact knowledge is getting a massive increase. Just to give you a little idea, okay, 40 is here. They were bringing back the old cap of 50, right? So 40 is here. The difference between 40 to 50 would be a 13.7 times increase. So this was doing 13.7 times more effectiveness than when you were at 40. However, even at that amount, it would have still took you ages to get certain concordance points. And now they decided they're going to boost all the numbers, and then they're also going to add 5 more ranks. So the difference between old rank 50, okay, and then new rank 55, that's like a quick glance 11.8 times more effective or something like that. It's going to be a lot, okay? So the difference between old 40 and new 55, huge. And with artifact knowledge, you don't have to do anything in 7.3, it's just a weekly thing. So 15 weeks after 7.3 releases, everybody will be 55 artifact knowledge. A lot, obviously. This is good for alts. It allows you to play alts a little more, because you're going to see these numbers can get pretty insane. Anyways, let's go back to a weapon. I'm going to use 15 as our base amount, because 15s are common nowadays. You know, everybody's doing 15s. 15 for your weekly chest and stuff, things like that. So let's just take the weekly calculator, right? So you get 200 million AP for doing a plus 15 from your weekly chest. Again, this is pretty common. My friends and I carry our alts and stuff through 15s, so I'm certain most of the player base is able to do 15s by this point. So this is a good, example. Now, to get our amount that a 15 token is actually base amount, we have to take our current multiplier. So our current multiplier is 4,000,000%, but you got to drop 2 zeros off of that to get your actual multiplier. And that's what it is. It's 40,000 times whatever our token value is, meaning our token value is 5K. So we take our base token, go under the new system, which is 630 million, meaning our base multiplier is 6,300,000. Obviously a lot different than 40,000. And there you go, 31.5 billion artifact power from a single weekly chest. A lot. As you can see, concordance only takes 2.2 billion. How many points in concordance do you think we're gonna get? Well, I'll tell you, it's 11 from a single weekly chest. If your friends helped you on an alt to get a 15 done, and you had the new max, which is 15 weeks after 7.3 comes out, you would get 11 points in concordance, even if it's a new weapon or something. I wouldn't, maybe not a new weapon, obviously, because you get capped at 65 million AP, which would be right here, obviously, because you have to go complete the quest for this stupid crap. But I'm just saying, assuming you have this done, you're going to get a lot of artifact power into concordance. 11 points. It puts you at 62. Just for a reference, I don't even know anybody that has this many points in concordance yet. 11? I know there are people out there. I think the world's highest is something like 14. But I don't know anybody with 11. And I know everybody in Method, when they killed Mythic killed Jaden, the highest was 10. Okay? So, most of them were around this range. 6 to 9, right? I think the couple of them were at 10. And that's it. That's really just a reference for you. A single plus 15 cash under the new system will put you higher than the world's best raiders in terms of artifact concordance weapon level. It's crazy, right? If you think of it that way. But it's necessary, because if they want this system to work, the Netherlight Crucible, you have to be able to reach the ranks physically, or else it's stupid to implement a system that nobody would ever get to use. But it's necessary. And anyways, obviously, big difference there. A welcome change, because it's going to make alts viable. I said it wasn't even going to be possible to play alts with the Netherlight Crucible because the way it worked, but at least they're trying to make it possible for everybody to benefit from this. But here you go. Everybody always is curious, how long will it take to complete the weapon? It might actually be possible under these numbers, but we'll see. Okay, so this is your amount from a weekly chest. We're going to times that by 52. 1,640,000,000,000. We'll just round it up. 2 bill. It's nothing, right? So we'll round it up, okay? And then now we're going to do 10 15s every day. I think a 15 right now gives 40 million. I do a lot of them. I never pay attention. So I think it's 40 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. So our current max artifact knowledge, that means each token's worth 1,000 base. Now we times that 1,000 base by our new system. 6,300,000,000 from 10 a day. Now we need to times that by 360. No, wait. That's a single token. Sorry, we need to times it by 10. So 63 billion every day. Sorry. Almost messed up there. So we times that by 365 now. 22,995,000,000. No, 22 trillion. Oh my gosh. These numbers are too big. 22,995,000,000,000. Okay, now we add in our 1,640,000,000,000. Okay, let's get that in there. Third number, sorry. Means 24,635,000,000,000 every single year. Okay, got that number. Alright, now I need to max out our weapon and see. Alright, here we go. Whew. big numbers. 865 trillion, 842 billion, 644 million, 766,330 divided by 24,635. There we go. And 35.15 years. Looks like it's possible now. I think most of us can make it that much longer, right? Maybe not if you dedicate your life to doing this, but yeah, you might have a heart attack if you're sitting that much, obviously. But hey, it's possible now. So I want to see somebody when we're max level 150. I want to see some guy back there soloing mythic plus 10s or plus 15s just so he can complete his artifact weapon, right? It's gonna happen. Somebody's getting it done. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.